Welcome to the World Register. The World Register is an independent news source providing truthful, unbiased, and timely reporting about people, places, and events. Reuters news agency reports today, Islamic State militants began reinventing themselves months before U.S.-backed Iraqi forces ended their three-year reign of terror in Mosul. Intelligence and local officials said that a few months ago they noticed a growing stream of commanders and fighters flowing out of the city to the Hamran Mountains in northeast Iraq, which offer hideouts and access to 4 Iraqi provinces. Some were intercepted, but many evaded security forces and began setting up bases. Intelligence and security officials are anticipating the kind of devastating insurgency al-Qaeda waged following the 2003 U.S.-led invasion, pushing Iraq into a sectarian civil war which peaked in 2006 through 2007. Lahur Talabani, a top Kurdish counterterrorism official, told Reuters, quote, "They are digging in. They have access to the capital," end quote. As part of the U.S.-led coalition, he is at the forefront of the efforts to eliminate the Islamic State. Mr. Talabani added, "I believe we have tougher days coming." According to the report, some Iraqi Islamic State fighters have roots dating back to al-Qaeda's campaign of car and suicide bombs that exploded by the dozens each day and succeeded in fueling a sectarian bloodbath in Iraq. And Reuters news agency also reports that around 150 Turkey-backed Syrian rebels arrived in Idlib province on Thursday to reinforce rebel group Ahrar al-Sham's escalating conflict with a rival Islamist insurgent group, formerly known as the Nusra Front. Ahrar al-Sham and Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, a faction led by the formerly al-Qaeda-affiliated group earlier known as the Nusra Front, are vying for dominance in Idlib, the only Syrian province that is entirely under rebel control. Tensions have been building between the two, mainly over ideological differences between Islamist militant and more nationalist-leaning armed factions, and fighting broke out this week. A rebel source told Reuters a group of around 150 fighters from the Turkey-backed Euphrates Shield operation had entered Syria at the Bab al-Hawa crossing from Turkey to support Ahrar al-Sham in its fight against the Nusra Front. And the Washington Times reports Attorney General Jeff Sessions said Thursday he did not plan to step down after a public rebuke by U.S. President Donald Trump, saying he continued to carry out the president's directives as the country's top law enforcement officer. Mr. Sessions told reporters at the Justice Department, quote, "I'm completely confident we can continue to run the office in an effective way," end quote. He said serving as Attorney General was an honor and more than he would ever imagined for himself. The Attorney General added, quote, "We love this job, we love this department, and I plan to continue to do so as long as is appropriate," end quote. Mr. Sessions' ability to remain at the helm of the Justice Department was thrown into question when President Trump said on Wednesday he regretted nominating him for the job. In an interview with the New York Times, the president said that Mr. Sessions' decision in March to recuse himself from the Russia investigation led to the appointment of special counsel Robert Mueller, a development that President Trump said shouldn't have happened. President Trump said, quote, "Sessions should have never recused himself, and if he was going to recuse himself, he should have told me before he took the job, and I would have picked somebody else," end quote.